going to give you my honest review of the demo version, available now on Steam, of My Time at Sandrock. Sorry, brain fart. So a little bit about what's going on. I'm just going to talk about my experience. I played the entire demo, and this footage that's playing in the background, this is me, obviously. You know what? I'm actually going to the browser source. I can't kill the one in the background, but at least it won't be doubled up. This is my my footage of when I recorded the game, and we're just gonna get into it. Okay. So writing, pretty good. I skipped through some of it. It was a little lengthy in some parts. It's not super great optimized. There were some issues with me trying to run the 5M program and wait in the Grand Theft Auto RP line. Didn't work. Actually killed my first episode. But it does cause issues with other programs, so that's not particularly a strike against this game. It's just something that you guys should know about if you're on that borderline of optimization with the capabilities that your machine can run. Other than that, writing was good. Sometimes a little dry, but good. Cutscenes, well done, very well done. Story's good. Story I can actually remember. I beat the demo 4 or 5 days ago, and I can still remember key parts of the story. This is one of my favorite. This is the episode that I showed because I just thought it was so cool that they have diametric events in the game that involve weather. So in this one, you actually had to put on some sandstorm gear in order to be able to play in the sandstorm, and the NPCs were reacting to it. Where I thought I could put on an astronaut suit, and it starts off a little slow. And if you're coming from My Time at Porsche, some of the controls are a little clunky. They feel a little weird. But after you get used to them, I actually prefer it more this way than I did the original game. There are other mechanics involved in the processing. So it's not just get fuel, put fuel in, and then manufacture your butt off. It's a little bit more complex, harder to think about, kind of juggling a few resources without it being overwhelming, but you still have to put some thought into it. I felt that was a lot more rewarding, and I really I kind of treasured the goals that I got. That's the currency in the game, goals, more so than I would have at My Time at Porsche. I like the way that they did the talents. They were very cool, based on what you do, not your straight up level. They were capped in the demo, and I maxed out the Grat Gathering and a little bit of the combat. I don't know if I maxed it out, but I got pretty close. There was a machine experience tree, and there was a social experience tree. What you do affects what talent points you get, and the talent points affect, expand just how how much better perks you can get, how much more XP, stuff like that, discounts. As you see with me recording and streaming and having YouTube tabs open in the background, and having the graphics turned up, I think as high as I could, it's still running pretty good. Most of the time I was running at 60 FPS and I had capped it. I don't remember if I capped it in game through a setting or if I was using one of my third-party programs, but it performed good, even in probably the most taxing part of the entire game. I imagine, because it's not instanced, the entire map is in a sandstorm. You've got all this extra stuff going on, and it ran good. I mean, I have no issues with it at all. I think that the game was really well done. The combat is nice with the stagger system. And I really liked that whenever you spent more time in combat, you can improve your weapon skills, like combos, through the points that you could invest through the knowledge trees. And it actually affected the way that you did combat. It was reactive. The input lag was almost consistent. The trading was good. Oh, I gotta say, huge props to Panthea for labeling everything. So at any time when I wanted to know what how do I get this thing, you could look at it and say it comes from this source. It comes from, you buy it at this shop or whatever. You could go on the map and look and see, oh, this is the shop I need to go to. Oh, I need to go to some place called this, but I don't know where that is. But when I do figure out where that is, I'm going to be able to go there. And all of the learning was a little frustrating at the, but it was rewarding when you learned it. And it didn't take that long. You know, usually if I had a problem, I could figure it out within 20-30 minutes. And there was only one resource I had a really hard time finding, and that was because I had ran past it like 15 times. When I found it, it was really good. And unlike my time at Porsche, which I used guides for the entire time I played, this one I didn't touch one guide. I didn't open one wiki, none of it. All of the resources I need were in game. Obviously for things like gifts and stuff like that, probably gonna need a guide. I don't know. I didn't really get in the social aspect a lot. I was gonna do it after I completed the demo, but I would have to load up a save where I didn't, I didn't get quite everything done. Because once you finish all the quests, then it says, okay, you've run out of content. This is the end of the demo for you. I don't know if I can load up a previous save, start all over again. I might just start all over again because that's how much fun I had playing the demo. I think that speaks volumes. Like today when I was playing Fortnite, and get my butt kicked at Fortnite, I was like, man, I wish I was playing my time at Sandrock. And I think that like I wish I was playing a demo versus a game that I'm supposed to be using to try and build my channel. It's a fun game. At the core, that's what matters. It's fun. Even the fishing, man. Look at this fishing. It's unique. There weren't a whole lot of variations and stuff, which is unfortunate. But I think that's just early access. And I'm going to chalk that up because the bones that are here are really, really good. The character models are really, really good. The animations are really, really good. We just need more variety. We need more stuff. Obviously, early access demo version kind of tells you right there. There were a couple of times in the game where I was like, man, there should be a lore reason behind this. Like, for instance, the water. You can't step in 2 inches of water. And I'm like, come on, guys. Give me some water boost. Like, this is stupid. Like, really? I can't step in 2 inches of water? There's signs posted up as you all around the lake. I didn't notice them. But then, in the actual game, they're like, hey, don't step in the water. We monitor that super closely. And nobody's allowed to take water from that. And nobody's allowed to step in it because it's our drinking water and we're very protective over it. And I was like, wow, that is, I mean, that somebody cared. That's what I'm getting from this demo. Somebody really cared about everything. Every house, every shop is interesting. It's got unique designs. The inventory they sell is cool. It's not just effective. Everything seems to have multiple levels and interact with each other. It's almost entirely positive. The entire experience is almost overwhelmingly positive. Except for one thing that I'm concerned about. And it's the same thing that killed the game for me in my time at Porsche. And that's scaling. Specifically progression scaling. Now, I put in 200 hours into my time at Porsche. Record it, stream it. I didn't have a channel at that time. I did it because I enjoyed the game. However, I only got to like level 78 or something because the amount of time and effort you had to put into grinding at the higher levels, it felt like if you weren't mining, you literally were wasting your time playing. It got to the point where I didn't care about goals because all I was trying to do was get my next skill point, get my next progression. That's where I, as a player, enjoy. I want to feel more powerful each time I log in, even if it's just a tiny little bit. If I've got to spend 2.5 hours grinding mines to get a level, I'm gonna burn out, and I'm gonna go play another game, which is what happened. And I just see that happening here. I got to level, I think 10 something here, and it wasn't that big of a deal, but I'm worried about it. Put it that way. I'm worried that the scaling is going to be the same, and I just hope that they look at the higher end scaling, that we're able to maybe not max out the trees, but you know, get decently through the trees. Since the talents and the knowledge trees aren't tied to the actual leveling, it may not be an issue. It may already be solved. I don't know. Like I said, I've only got, I think, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours in the game. I don't remember. But I played through the entire demo. I played through all the side quests. So however long that took. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. It is a stress relief engine. You want to talk about a game that is relaxing, wholesome, amazing, amazing game. I'm not sponsored by them. I didn't get free free copy or anything like that. I am making this video because I love the game, and I want to see other people love it and experience. So I've been Rockma. If this game looks interesting to you, again, its name is My Time at Sandrock. It is a sequel to My Time at Portia, which is available on Steam, full release. I think it's available on Nintendo Switch as well. And check it out. Love y'all. Peace.